Now with this DVD and set of tutorials, you are going to also have all of the demonstration files that I've created. I want to make it as easy as possible for you to follow along and really make as few changes as possible and be able to upload these files to your server. Now, there are some files that you're going to need to change. So for example, when you set up a database, you're going to need to enter in your username, and I'm going to cover all those details, but I'm giving you a lot of files so you can follow along and you don't have to go and download these different JavaScript libraries. I'm going to give them to you all wrapped up in one zip file. So as you see right here, we have a zip file, .zip. But you can't use these files until they're unzipped. So what we need to do is you need to right click, and more than likely you've got some software already installed on your computer that will allow you to what's called extract these files from this packaged up smaller zip file to all the files that you're going to be able to use and edit. So what you want to do is you want to right click and choose the line that says extract. Now I have installed lots of different types of FTP archiving software packages. So I can extract using Qt FTP. I've got Izark. I forget, this is WinRAR. So there's a lot of different packages that I have already installed. Now, if you right click and you don't see extract, then what you want to do is you want to go to google.com and type in free zip software. Do your own due diligence, but I would probably point you to either 7-zip, or you could try WinZip. It looks like they have an evaluation package. I would also look for Izark. So I bet you somewhere in here. Izark. Nope. Izark isn't on there. Anyways, I would use 7-zip or something along those lines. So there's lots of different free zip and unzip utilities, but more than likely, like I said, you're going to be able to just right click, and one of the options that you'll have is extract to, and then just choose one of those, and the files will be taken out of the zipped archive and put on your computer. And then when you're done, it will look something like this, where you'll see these demo files. You'll see a folder for Mapstraction, and I'll go through what each of these files are and what they do, and we'll start to open these up. But I wanted to show you how to take the zip file and extract it to your hard drive so that you can then use the files. Now here's something else that's very important. When you're editing PHP files, you want to use software that is not going to is not going to format the line. So in other words, you don't want to open up a PHP file using Word or WordPad. What you want to use ideally would be something like Notepad. So when I right click on one of these, it says edit with Notepad++. Now if you don't have that, you can also open it with just plain old Notepad. That wasn't Notepad. Let me see here. That was Notepad++. Here's Notepad. So this is the regular plain old, everybody has this installed type of Notepad. So this is just a very plain text editor. It's not going to do any formatting whatsoever. No font styles. It's not going to try to wrap a long line onto another line. So it's very important that you make sure that you do not use Word or WordPad to edit PHP files. You want to use Notepad, or what I like to use is Notepad++. And again, you can go to Google and you can type in Notepad++, and it'll take you right to you can go right to the download section. So again, that's open source. Do your own due diligence, and if you have a better code editor that you prefer, that's fine, but just make sure that when you're editing PHP files, you do not use Word or WordPad. And I also would not recommend FrontPage. Dreamweaver, fine, but FrontPage I would definitely not use.